Okay, so in this question here, this part of the circle here has been shaded, okay, and they give you the area as 48.03, and they ask the angle POQ. So angle POQ is this angle here, so we don't know what this is. So we can say call it X, right? And they tell you this area part here. Remember now, this part here of both sectors, okay, because you can think of the two sectors here. You've got a sector inside the smaller circle and a larger sector then inside the larger circle. Remember now, it's a fraction of the overall circle, okay? So if we think about the overall circle, we'd be doing good, okay? And that's what you have to do when it comes to working out an angle. When it comes to working out an angle, you've got to work backwards. And if we think of the whole circle to start with, you'd be good. Now, unfortunately, because this bit is only shaded here, we've got to think how we're going to approach this. And in terms of the whole circle, if we think about the two circles here, and we work out the area of this here, like a polo mint, we'll work out not just this shaded bit here. I mean, we know this is 48.03, we know that, but I'm going to work out the whole of the two circles, right? This shaded bit here. Alright, and it's easy really. We can work out this shaded area because you've got an inner circle and an outer circle, and if you work out the area of both circles and then take them away, you're left with this shaded, because it's like, you know, it's like a polo, isn't it? The mint with a hole, and it's like you create this hole by getting rid of this circle. So if we work out the area of big circle and then the area of the small circle and cut that area of the small circle out, we're left with this shaded bit. So let's do that to start with. So area of big circle, okay. Of course, pi r squared, right? So it'll be 3.14. If you read the question, it tells you the radius here, OP, is 10. It'll be 10 squared. So use your calculator, you get 314. And an area of small circle, 3.14 times 6 squared, because it says, I think somewhere OR there is 6, right? So 3.14 times 6 squared, and you get 113.04. Okay, so as I said, to get this shaded area here, you've got to take the small circle from the big circle. Okay, so shaded will be 314, take away 113.04. And you get 200.96. Okay, so that's the shaded bit. But remember now, of course, we only want part of it, don't we? We only want part of the shaded bit. Whereas we got all the shaded bit, we only want part of it. And that part of it is a fraction, which will be x out to 360. Okay, that's the fraction of all of it. Okay, now all of it is 200.96. So if we just have a fraction of this fraction, which is x over 360 of all of it, it will give me then the area of this smaller part, which of course comes out to be 48.03. So you just, in case then of working backwards, take the 360 up and times, and then divide by 200.96. And you get 86.04, okay? Or we could just say 86 degrees here. It makes more sense to us. We know that's 86. Okay, so part B then, using your answer to part A, calculate the length of the perimeter of the shaded region. So we want this shaded region, we want the perimeter. And the good thing is we can work that out. That's got to be 4 if you think about it logically. Okay? Because, you know, the big circle has radius 10. Small circle has radius 6. So that means that's 4. This is also 4 here. Okay, so all we need is this arc and this arc here, the two arcs. So we work out arc, big circle, arc, small circle. We know the angle, which is good. But of course, when you work out arc, you need the circumference. So we start off with the big circumference, will be pi times d. So 3.14 times the diameter. Radius is 10, diameter is 20. So do that, you get 62.8. So then the arc then will be fraction of that, and the fraction will be 86 over 360 times then this. So you get 15, practically spot on there, 15, isn't it? So we go with that. And then if you do the small arc, small circle, we work out, as I said, the full way around, the full circumference, 3.14, and the radius is 6, so the diameter is going to be 12. So you get 37.68. Remember now, we don't want the full circumference round, we only want this arc bit here, so that'll be the fraction 86 out of 360 times then 37.68. And you get, well, there you go, this is quite nice, you get out 9 there, brilliant. So we know now this is 15, we know that's 9, and then you can work out the perimeter all the way around. So perimeter then will be 4, add the 9, add the 15, okay, which works out to be 32 centimeters.